guys, KillerFillers here.
We're gonna show you now how we're gonna play a rack of 8 ball in our... I hope you're gonna like it. Good break. Made both wing balls.
Actually, it's never good to have the cue ball up there in 8 ball.
First shot is definitely not easy.
Looks like solids.
Yeah.
The two
ball
passes
balls.
in both corners, and since like the 13 is a little awkward there, definitely look like the solids. Since you have the opening shot, I think it really doesn't matter. Would be worried if
Well,
it
I
would be
do
myself.
think about to maybe bank the 4 ball immediately, because I feel like the bank is not the, you know, the worst shot here.
Would you do it in a match?
Well, definitely.
Then go ahead.
When you play on this, you know, on new cloth, the pockets will play bigger anyway. So that's why I might go for it immediately, and then we do have a, you know, easier table. There you go.
That works.
So now it's connecting the dots, I'd say.
Yeah, so I would suggest 5, 3, 6, 1, 2, 7, 8. So we just work through the upper side of the solids. Then we have this ball, which is perfectly connected to the 2. We can keep an angle for the 7, which automatically like leads us to the 8 again.
Yep, I would do the same thing.
Let's go.
Perfect. Now it's important to not leave you dead straight. So maybe a little angle towards the 1.
I would kind of like to have it straight.
Yeah, I mean, it's important to not get too much angle to the 2, because if we land here, it's getting really awkward with all the stripes here to get back to the 8 ball. So it's important to most likely leave the angle towards the left side, or I mean, the best way is to be straight. So. That's perfect. So now I'm just gonna pick a point on the table where I really want to land and focus it. Then just go down and play the shot.
So we got a little too far, which means I have to draw it back into the rail. Probably leave you around here, so we still have the angle for the 7.
Well, I would probably consider to play this. I mean, play the 7, because
and then take the 2.
I don't need to worry. Maybe if I don't play the shot good enough, that I go into the 15 and hook myself behind the 14. Because when I play the 7, I have the freedom to go anywhere on the table. The 2 ball is, you know, 100% go into the pocket.
Yeah.
So the angle on the 7 is good too.
Yeah, I think it's kind of a good example to be flexible with your planning ahead in 8 ball, since you can always switch a little bit. So you want to be around here.
Yeah, I mean, the target is pretty big, but I'd say angle towards the 8 would be good, and not, you know, land on the cushion, because it's always awkward to play off the cushion.
I think I personally, I would like draw it straight in here. Some players like to use the rail. For me, it really depends on how I'm feeling the table.
Just go by the distance of the cue ball and the 7 ball. I probably would prefer to play a stop shot into the cushion and go out, because you also have quite an angle.
Yeah.
Like.
So you think it just makes it less risk for the position?
Yeah, I mean, for me personally, I like to play more of a stop shot in that situation. Go into the cushion, then you always go out and have a bigger target, I'd say. Yeah, that's perfect. So this is, you know, personal preference, what you like to do. If you just, you know, follow it, but following could be dangerous if you land too short. So if you just stop it, the line shows me go somewhere here. So my aim is, you know, to get into the cushion and then hopefully be straight on the 8.
That looks perfect.